There's been a lot going on, but don't worry because the next part will be coming very soon. Very soon. Yeah, so obviously that didn't end up happening, but it hasn't been a year yet, so there's still time. Welcome back to From iPhone to Premiere. In this installment, I'll be covering the rest of 2020, from August to the end of December. It's important for me to note that the first part of the script was written almost a year ago now, so if some things feel a little inaccurate, that's probably why. This will be more of an issue in the third and final installment, covering the final stretch from January to May 2021, completing the series. So, it'll probably crop up more then. I'd written almost all of the script at the same time last year, so I'll be popping in a lot more next time to clarify. Without further ado though, I hope that bag of co-op popcorn isn't stale yet, because with all of that being said, let's get into it. August. The peak of summer, the only month with absolutely no school. This aided an ability to create videos, so I didn't really have to think about online school. Additionally, on the 3rd of August, I got my first ever laptop, which massively improved quality. I went from screen recorded on Twitter to direct MP4 files from my switches and my SD card. This meant quality compressor didn't really occur, although funnily enough, I was using Discord as my file transfer system, as I'd won a year of full Nitro, which I'm so lucky for. Keep in mind, that the first video of August I hadn't really got on my laptop yet, so the quality is decreased. The first video of August was Animal Crossing New Horizons, my thoughts on the Wave 2 update, in which, as suggested by the title, I go into my thoughts on what's shown in the trailer for the New Horizons Summer Wave 2 update. This is a completely fine video, though definitely could have been improved by the inclusion of background music. When I called the fireworks one of the smaller things, I was rather incorrect, since taking part every Saturday night in August was really one of my highlights of a whole summer. It was just so cool. Though, I think my opinions for everything else were fine, and I still agree with them. So, we've reached the video I was referring to earlier, Animal Crossing New Horizons touring 2 new areas, in which I toured my campsite and Zen area, which I'd recently made at the time, as of this video. Now, the actual areas themselves I still rather like, and they add to the island well. Although, this video on the other hand, Firstly, again, a lack of background music. People don't really tend to realise how background music is absolutely one of the core parts of a great video, so it needs to be there. It's why I always include it in these days' videos, as it's just the standard. Although, this wasn't the case in the early days. With background music being absent, this whole video just really feels dead.
It would look nicer, and I think I was right on that one. Like I said, I'm really happy now that I can have a chill area on my island that I can just go to and relax.
And I hate that. This could have been a better video, by one simple addition that just wasn't made. There's definitely more issues to this video though, as I feel I focused on the campsite for way too long. Mixed with the lack of background music, it really hurts this video in all ways. In hindsight, the updated island tour video really should have included the contents of this video, as then there wouldn't be a pointless video and a dead video, which could have combined into an actual true updated tour. But we'll have to wait for a reimagining of all old mega videos in HD, which is not going to happen, right? August really was a banging month for videos, considering this is the 4th and not even the 2nd to last. It was the first video of a 2-part series, Animal Crossing New Horizons Dreaming of Viewers Islands. The title really gives the game away, as I do indeed dream and of Viewers Islands. A seemingly harmless video, but because I was physically unable to record the reactions while I was on the Dream Islands, I just let some footage play, which isn't too exciting. I would like to say this was improved in the 2nd episode, but it wasn't. On a better note though, the following Tuesday I uploaded my first update video, of which I think actually turned out pretty well. I remember really liking how it came out, although in hindsight there was a lot of ums and ers. I mean, to be fair, there was no written script for this at all, no notes even. I just thought of what I needed to say, and I clearly work best from scripts. I still managed to announce everything in a cute and timely manner, though I was considering saving this video for a Saturday release, but I'm glad I wasn't lazy. But the true lack of laziness was the actual 100 subscriber special, of which I spent 15 minutes discussing late 2019 to that point in 2020, how I started playing, and each little title that I got, and when. I think this could be one of the best of old mega content, as it's technically the closest to a video essay, a style of video we'll discuss a lot in the next time, and you've even still now got a lot of video left to watch. I see you watching this on your PS4 Pro. Hey! The next video was somewhat more lazy, as despite being longer, it was just playing the original Animal Crossing. I was playing it on my laptop, but due to the specs, it can't really keep a good frame rate while recording. This is still an issue now, although I don't really make these types of videos anymore, so I am looking into a PC this summer. I tried adjusting the speed of the footage, which looked great for the teaser and the announcements video, but it's subpar here because it's a much longer clip and with audio. If I were to do something like this now, I would honestly just play it off my Wii U and record it with my Elgato, of which my laptop would not have an issue of frame rate with. And that was the plan for the old Mega HD videos, since I mentioned it once before and it's going to be mentioned a lot next time. I was planning on making a sequel to it with a new series and continuing it for some decent amount of time on the Wii U, although that didn't end up happening. But in all honesty, the original Animal Crossing didn't really let you show your town was yours versus anyone else's really. Like, you couldn't just take a picture or like a screenshot of your town and show it to someone and they could instantly tell it's yours. Unless I guess you had your name in it. I mean, I is a unique surname. So while it's fun to play for fun, you don't really get much out of an ACGC video from a following creator. But speaking of your town, or island per se, I returned to the Dream Island series. Though it's basically the same, and it's more of just a visual showcase than my reactions. Like, you wouldn't really get any mega stuff out of this, you'd just be able to see the islands, which, since people from the server that were watching, you could have just asked for their dream codes anyway, and they were all in a channel to just use yourself. Thinking about me celebrating 100 subscribers though, you may have noticed nothing really came of when I hit 200, 300, and wonder if I have anything planned for 400. But honestly, no. Now that I do Mega U and all, subscriber specials aren't really something that you can just fit in. You can't just make 500 subscribers Mega U, because I really didn't want to just show that Mega U is a YouTube show to the character of Mega U, because being self-aware like that, it would just feel off. I think it would be fun to include some sort of fourth wall breaking, although that just feels a bit too far and too permanent. The channel is displayed in every episode subtly though, as it's on the laptop in the background, which you've probably noticed. I'll probably build that up to some sort of gag or something, I don't know. Anyway, in the next video, I ranked and viewers' villages at that, and their favourites. It's a pretty simple video, as I just give each a ranking based on stars, but I really like the intro. The reactions I used were just perfect. But enough about the viewers, I had some thoughts myself. A couple of days after we got the trailer for the fall update to Animal Crossing New Horizons, I made this video to just show my excitement, and this one was definitely better than my last Animal Crossing New Horizons update thoughts. I said about how I was going to decorate my whole island for Halloween, though I didn't in the end. Even for the event on the big day, I still didn't participate as I sadly had an awful stomach bug. I still managed to grab my new 2DS XL and play New Leaf on the day though, and I did like the event because I hadn't played it before. This video did give birth to an iconic clip though.
For you. But now, what if we're able to actually cook ourselves in some sort of subdivision of the crafting thing or whatever? But if we could cook ourselves, that would be really cool.
This is going to be a really short section, for real, as there's literally only one video to cover, and there's not too much to say about it. For starters though, it's immediately made clear, not to get all English GCSE, of the lack of background music once again. This luckily is the last time I'll have to mention that. Thank God it's the standard now, as I couldn't imagine Meggy U without. Well, I could actually, intentionally in the 14th episode before I put Super Paper Mario in my Wii U, although that's it. A positive of this video though, is the seamless clip switching, which you may wonder how I did. Back in October 20, I didn't have a capture card, and the first video to use that was in December. I relied on the 30-second switch captures, but if you kept recording clips under 30 seconds directly after each other, by putting both into an editing software and playing them together, it just would go straight seamlessly. Like, it would seem like a 45-second clip, for example, if one was 30 and one was 15. It's hard to do while playing something like Splatoon because you're constantly moving around, you can't just move the capture button without stopping, but if done, it does look sick. Definitely not all of the clips did this though, as otherwise I definitely would have raved a lot more about it. As for the theory itself that I brought up in the video, for the time, it was pretty solid, but in hindsight, it is far from the case. Splatoon 3 is on the way though, so hey. This might be, and probably is, a similarly brief section, as there's again not too much to discuss. I released 2 videos in this November, being, oh so you'll be crewmate, do all your tasks, up first. It was 2020. I guess an Among Us video was inevitable, but this was only made to try and go viral, which is literally against everything I try and do now. The intro is a bit weird too, considering the guy called Crewmate tells the title to me in a bit of a weird tone. Plus, how would I be able to do my tasks to show this, as there wasn't even a minimum amount of players to start the game, so I'm overthinking this. But overall, it was an okay video. I was just desperate for views. I quickly unlisted it when a true return video came, none other than this.
So, hey, a lot's changed in the, almost 2 months since my last main video.
What an intro! And even before that, I loved the thumbnail. A nod to what has been, but yet, it's the last of it. So it shows change is upon us. I just genuinely love the whole vibe of this video. Triumph. With a few teasers for quote-unquote upcoming videos, only one of these actually ended up as a video, so let's get to it. We're now at both the final month of 2020 and the final month to cover in this part. It's gonna be meaty, with a whole 9 videos to cover, totaling hours of content, so let's get into all of it. As I just said in the last section, one teaser from Mega's Return did end up watchable, and it was none other than the very next one. Super Mario 3D All-Stars, successfully making an okay game. Pretty successful at making an okay video too. Obviously my standards are much higher now, though for just over a year ago, again, okay. This zoom effect, I remember it was something I badly wanted to use, then surprised iMovie lets you do it. No idea how I fucked up the so here though. It was just, what?
So.
And just after, when I said rumours began in July, no they didn't. I was just making it up as I had absolutely no clue. And to be fair, it's not easily Googleable, though they did begin in March, as I've learned from a few videos that I just happened to watch in my recommended. Anyway, as I mentioned earlier, this was my first ever video to utilise my Elgato capture card that I'd only just gotten. This was awesome, but also a bit annoying at the time. You see, I was still editing on my phone. I guess I never realised I could edit on my laptop, or as I believe, I never really wanted to use one of the free alternatives on my laptop, discounting piracy. So I was using Google Drive to get the stuff from my laptop over to my phone. I do actually still have all of the videos, the raw footage that I used because of this, although there's not really much that I can do with it because it's just like Super Mario Sunshine footage. The next one of the 9 is also one that highly benefited from the Elgato, as it was the first episode of my first Minecraft Let's Play series. Fun fact, I have 2 Minecraft Let's Play series with the first episode. And I only got to wear a green West Coast shirt in one. For a first episode, pretty good. I mean, I got diamonds. That's an accomplishment for the mega eye as me. Back to main videos, here's the seasoning. I really like this video, considering it's like a classic summer 2020 video, while also retaining the quality of a 3D All-Stars one. Which of course is a lot less than now, but still sick. This period of videos is just really interesting because it's past the summer of 2020, but still not video essay level. It's just an interesting couple of videos that have this style. As for the second Minecraft episode, I don't have much to converse. I got to the Nether, but had a bad spawn. That's it. However, the next one was a cool blend of main video. I really like the thumbnail for this one, though the actual video...
around it. Some still play on version 1.8, others 1.12.
Ow! Besides that, I even got a bit lazy later on as I just stopped putting up images to show what I was talking about. That's not how you make good videos. I remember why I did it though, as I was rushing for a 7:30 upload, but I could have honestly just easily taken the time to add it all in and just upload it a bit later, even at like 11 PM, and the time would still say, well, the date in the description would still say the same date. It wouldn't have mattered, but I was rushing for whatever reason because the world really needed to see Minecraft in Retrospective 1.0. This is why I now always make sure that a video is the best it can possibly be when it goes up, without any errors. Because it doesn't matter in the long run if it just takes a little while longer because, hey, the date is the same. But if I just rush a video just to get an early release, then any errors are just there forever. Back to the series, in this third episode, the one goal was to make a big Christmas tree. I hadn't ever tried anything like this before, so it was all freehand. It turned out hilariously though. This was a super fun episode. There wasn't another main video after MC in Retrospective until the new year though, as even the Christmas special just wasn't. It was still special though, as I was playing Toy Day with my friends for over an hour. It was a proper fun time, though why the hell is it in 240p? I was messing around with the OBS settings that evening earlier, and as I'd only edited the output resolution, not the one that it's taking in the source from, I couldn't see how it looked while I was playing, even though I was playing in the OBS window. Some people wonder why I do that, but it's just, what's the point of connecting to an external monitor when you can just use the OBS one, and you might even get less delay. Regardless though, I'm so glad I got to share this moment with some friends that I sadly don't or can't speak with anymore. Reminds me of the good times. The final video of 2020 was another episode of a Let's Play, in which I built a decently big 2021 sign. I specifically left the one pink, so I could change it for 2022, 3, etc. But that's what I call poorly aged. Maybe someday. It's just weird to think about being hyped for 2021, considering now that it's been and gone. Man. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm well glad to be making video essays again, and this kind of stuff is just sick to discuss. I can't wait to finish off my iPhone premiere in February. I'll catch you then in the next one. Bye!